The Coin Lady channel is pleased to have you back. Dear everyone, XRP is what we're going to discuss. Additionally, I will be discussing a few additional topics. Dean, the lawyer, consequently claims that Gensler of the CS has infected ethical standards. However, Gensler isn't the only one. Politicians and the major banks are the ones controlling Gensler. Well, it's happened again and again. In a letter, the legislators threatened Gary Gensler. Nothing has happened since we wrote to Gary Gensler to express our extreme frustration. It's as if lawmakers should have dealt with Gary Gensler sooner. Otherwise, we would have had a clear direction for cryptocurrency. Look what happened when Ripple was upfront and honest with the FCC from the start. They wound up in a litigation that lasted for over 3 years. In fact, Chris Larson brought up an additional point. People who sit behind a computer screen and believe nothing bad will happen to them if they aren't cooperative are the real problem, he stated in that same video. But here's the catch. Everyone who believes nothing negative will happen in the cryptocurrency market will be sorely mistaken when laws finally arrive. 99% of the market will vanish overnight, and individuals will be unable to withdraw their funds from the meme coins as they plummet to zero. And you can count on that to happen soon. It was a blast, the crypto Wild West days. Things are changing, though, and it's almost over. Simply said, things are evolving. We are rapidly entering the digital era. Your cryptocurrency must also be compliant for it to be a member of the future monetary system. There needs to be clarity in the regulations. For XRP, that is the result. He has been frequently mentioning ESGR recently, and this is derived from smoke. Additionally, I believe he is heading in the correct direction. Reason being, XRP and XLM were considered stable currency by the IMF from the start. And everyone always predicted that they would be tied to the dollar. However, such was not the intention of the IMF. Also, when the BIS talks about these cryptocurrencies, they don't mean that. They consider them ESDRs. The essential features of an ESDR suggest this may also be the next great thing in cryptocurrency. Any kind of value, including fiat currencies, gold assets, contracts, oil barrels, electricity service hours, and so on, can be transferred using XRP. With limitless liquidity and rapid settlement, a basket of widely traded items, including precious metals, oil, natural gas, etc., can be used to tie ESDR's intrinsic value. Allow me to pose a question now. Since I perceive the basket they are referring to as an enormous pool of liquidity. Therefore, if XRP is worth anything, it would be equivalent to, say, 1 million barrels of oil. Even though it's trading 1 million barrels of oil, how on earth do you think XRP can be sitting at 50 cents? You can't move a mountain of gold bricks for 50 cents. The proof that a stable coin based on cryptocurrency, ESDR, would let everyone to possess any SDR, and how to get to $1,000 plus XRP, is this. If the SDRs were in place, not only could banks use central bank money for transactions, but anyone could. Visualize it now in this form, alright. You want to conduct future transactions using XRP, and CBDCs are operational globally. Do you have any idea how much one XRP coin would be worth? XRP would be used as a fraction when purchasing items. We may have been led here by the International Monetary Fund for quite some time. CBDC Bluetooth offline transaction, made possible by Stellar XLM. And it's highly probable that this would also function with XRP. Offline XRP transactions using radio waves are known to be possible. Once more, what was the most effective? To what end did the IMF seek? They preferred payment methods that did not use the internet. That is the value that XLM and XRP contribute. And now we may discuss cannabidal contracts. Just a hint. By declaring CBDCs to be unlawful currency, Nebraska has eliminated income taxes on gold and silver. So now Nebraska may be added to the list of states with anti-CBDC wording, with North Carolina, South Dakota, Florida, and Tennessee. The issue now is this. A lot of people would argue that CBDC wouldn't exist if no states wanted to participate. Am I correct? Yes, it is incorrect. This is why the federal government is still indispensable to every single state in America. Without it, none of them could function. If you are serious about getting rid of a CBDC, the federal government must take the lead. The issue that the US is currently facing. This is an issue, in my opinion, for Republicans and Democrats alike. Many lawmakers, in my opinion, are eager to move forward with a CBDC. This is why so many politicians are gathering behind closed doors with Jerome Powell, because they would. In my opinion, they are hoping to launch it prior to the next election. Plus, there's no turning back once it's live. It will seamlessly integrate into the financial system. A CBDC cannot be removed or rolled back after it has gone live. In my opinion, that is the main issue. Regarding CBDE liquids, if the CBDC launch is unsuccessful, what will happen next? It seems like you're stuck with it no matter what. There's no turning back now. It's too late to turn back now. Harmonization of CBDCs. We are being told by global banks that the NER will mark the end of the dollar system. As a result, CBDCs need the demonetization of the dollar as the global reserve currency. Given the dollar's esteemed status as the world's reserve currency, what is the connection between these globalist initiatives involving CBDCs and the dollar? In the end, this is what matters. No global reserve currency would be necessary or useful under a unified CBDC system. An international reserve currency is unnecessary. What is required is a neutral bridge currency, as previously stated. XRP in the unified ledger architecture. All CBDCs are combined into a single pool of liquidity, as they quickly begin to share traits with one another. It seems like there's only one global currency now. Note how similar they are. Therefore, they will all eventually become one form of money. Even with a bridge currency in place, the dollar's benefits become irrelevant in this context, and the value of currencies is determined by the intermediary. Put simply, the characteristics of CBDCs are dictated by the IMF, BIS, and other associated institutions. Therefore, there is no unique quality that elevates the value of one over another. Afterwards, the rest. Put simply, the US dollar will not have a higher value than the Mexican peso. The US digital dollar will not have a higher value than the digital currency they create in Mexico. The digital euro will have the same value as the digital pound, and so on. The current trend suggests that we can already see what's coming and what they are pushing for in terms of a single global currency. What value will fiat currency have when the digital dollar arrives, if this is intended to dethrone the US dollar as the world's reserve currency? Because a CBDC would cause a restart to occur. At some time, all of the world's warp debt will also be tokenized because the world is dead. The video ends there. Appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and give it a like. Goodbye for now.